When Donald Trump was campaigning, he made the argument that he would put a stop to certain types of lobbying. He mentioned that any of his staffers would have to wait a considerable amount of time prior to being able to work as lobbyists. He wanted to drain the swamp, and that time period was supposed to be at least 6 months. But that's not what happened. Okay, so 3 months after Trump moved into the White House, at least 9 people who worked on his transition have registered as lobbyists, highlighting holes in the president's pledge to keep people from cashing in on government service. So this is unsurprising to me, especially when you consider the fact that Trump was never against money in politics. He has been someone who's benefited from it. He has exploited it for his own personal gain, for his own financial gain. Why would he do away with lobbying? Why would he do away with money in politics? That is, something that has helped him move up the economic ladder.
And he's a pathological liar.
Right.
So, but this story has hilarious details. So he says, okay, if you're on my transition team, you're barred from lobbying for 6 months. 9 people, as you pointed out, Anna, immediately become lobbyists. So get out of here. We're obviously messing with you, right? But it gets better. So if you're if you're in his administration, well, that's like more serious. So you have to have a 5-year lobbying ban, right? 2 people have already left his administration. One is, of course, notorious Michael Flynn. And he's like, well, I didn't sign anything, man. I'm ready to be a lobbyist. Dude, you're ready for jail, okay? You'd be lucky to be a lobbyist. Anyway, but even him, he's like, I'm not gonna follow that. And then more relevant is Robert Wassinger, and he worked in the State Department and is already a lobbyist. He worked there for like 3.5 days. He comes out, he's supposed to have a 5-year ban. He's like, no, I'm gone, I'm already a lobbyist. Okay, then it gets even funnier. For the transition guys, they say, okay, look now. Okay, fine, we were all supposed to not work. Like Otto Machida did actually sign it. He said, okay, I'm not gonna be a lobbyist for 6 months. He immediately became a lobbyist for Navigators Global. And they're like, what happened? Like, yeah, but I know, but the ban was specifically for policy matters. And so, okay, so what was Machida's title? He was the transition's lead for policy implementation. Unbelievable. I mean, they like rub your face in it. And then when they ask him, and he's like, no. But no, we're talking about like policy, about a very specific thing. Like if you were working on education, well, then you can't be a lobbyist on education. So the person who shepherded Betsy DeVos for Secretary of Education was Lauren Maddox. Guess what she's doing now? She's a lobbyist in the education field. And we're not even done. One more for you guys. Jim Carter led the transition's tax policy team. You're not gonna believe this. He's a lobbyist on tax reform. They're not even trying. They don't care. They're like, yeah, of course. Our leader's a pathological liar. We're all liars. You voted for us. You're schmucks. Sad day for you.
You can't say that you're gonna drain the swamp when you are the swamp, right? Donald Trump is the swamp. Again, he has taken advantage of a corrupt political system time and time again. He has no interest in policing it. He has no interest in reforming it or changing it any way, shape, or form.